In this lecture, you mentioned 3 names of God, El, Elyon, El Roi, and El Shaddai. Then is Elohim, which appears from Genesis 1:1, not a name of God? Elohim is indeed a name of God. Yes, it's a name of God. Here, Lamech is used, and this is actually El. And when you write it as Lohim, it becomes Elohim. But if you look at Genesis 1:1, when it's written as El, it means God, but when it's written as Elohim, it means gods. As I mentioned earlier, it's a masculine plural noun, right? It's the plural form of God, so gods created the heavens and the earth. That's Elohim, like I just mentioned. The subject is plural, but the verb is singular. The verb bara is a singular verb. So, like I said about European languages, when the first, second, and third person subjects are different, the verb changes depending on whether it's singular or plural. It's the same in Hebrew. But here it says, in the beginning, the gods created the heavens and the earth. The verb created here is a singular verb. So originally, El means God. This is the plural form. That's how it works. So the word Elohim means gods because it has a plural noun ending. That's why in the Bible, there are names of God that start with El, and then there are names that start with Yahweh. Jehovah is also a name of God. So the reason God said, "Do not make any image or idol in my likeness," is because God cannot be represented by any form. That's why when God revealed himself to humans, he made his name known. So Elohim, God, that very name itself. And in Isaiah, it says, "I am Jehovah," and that's a name. So El, Elyon, these are names for God, but what kind of God? The Most High God. Next, there's El Roi. Roi comes from the word meaning to see or to observe, so it means the God who sees or the God who watches over us. El Shaddai, Shad refers to a mother's breast, to nurturing. So Shaddai represents God as the Almighty, the all-sufficient one. So you'll keep seeing these names come up in the future as well. Even in today's story about Abraham, Jehovah Jireh appears. God revealed himself one by one through each of his names, showing his character through his relationship with people. That's what God's names are about. Elohim is also one of God's names. It's so vast and overwhelming that when Moses met the Lord at the burning bush, he asked, "Who are you?" What did God say then? He said, I am. I am who I am. If you look at the Hebrew, that's what we call Yahweh. It's the name Jehovah, the same Jehovah who said, "Look at my hands, look at the nails." It's like if someone sitting here is called deacon from behind, everyone would turn around to look at the deacon. It's kind of like that. That's what El is like. It's similar to words like Han, Ga, or Shin. So when we say Elohim or Jehovah God, we're talking about our God, right? It's God's name. And going forward, more of God's names will keep appearing. God revealed himself through his names. I am who I am. I am the self-existent one. This is what God said to Moses. God's nature is that he has existed on his own from eternity past. He wasn't created by anyone. He existed by himself, and everything came from him. That's the nature of God that is revealed through his name. So when Jesus came to this earth, we are thankful for that. He said things like, "I have come in my Father's name." He said things like, "Protect and keep them by the name you have given me, Father," and "I have revealed your name to them." What does that mean? To some people, Jesus revealed Jehovah Rapha, the power of God who heals. To others, he revealed El Shaddai, the name of God Almighty. And to others, he showed Jehovah Rohi, the character of God as our shepherd. Jesus revealed each and every one of the Father's names, one by one. When you experience this name, what we will learn today, Jehovah Jireh, the Lord will provide on the mountain, shows us throughout human history that God is truly like that. So yes, these are truly the names of God.